Welcome back to Parenting on the Ranch. Today, we're starting our new endeavor of building a playground. So stick around.
We are a family of 5 living on a ranch in Texas.
On our channel, we will cover a variety of topics. These are solely based on our experience and opinions, and we do not hold any degrees in childhood development or education.
Welcome back to Parenting on the Ranch. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Curtis.
So, today we have decided, since everything going on with the coronavirus, we gave our kids 2 options. We can either use our vacation money to go on vacation, which
might not go.
Yeah, it might not be able to happen if everything's still going on. So we gave them 2 options. Either save the money for vacation, which is kind of vacation birthday fund, or we can build a playground in our backyard that they can use every day. So they decided we're going to build a playground. Wish us luck.
Yeah. So right now we got to go to Lowe's and we got to get the wood and stuff. So we're going to go do that and then we'll be back. Alright, I finally found my wife. She's in here loading up the pavers to use. We're building a hopscotch area, and so we're doing these small pavers to do it. So that's probably going to be a separate video on how we do that. But we are here at Lowe's gathering the materials. And we're kind of doing it as a family affair. Got the kiddos here as well.
Yeah, out of the house.
And out of the house, yes, for sure. Of course, we have to stop and look at all the pretty flowers as well while we're here.
Look at the flowers. I see, those are beautiful. No, sir. Making it work. Mom's car is full.
Yep. Spent $260 today. We have another, probably at least another $200 or so later. So this thing will probably end up costing us about $500, and then maybe the slide on top of that. So about $600 probably.
Oh, I didn't buy the slide.
We can get it later.
I'll buy it online. Start building. So the first thing that we're going to do is go out in the yard. We're going to actually measure out where we want it to be, find the appropriate spot we want it to be, and then we'll start digging holes. So our yard is in approximately the shape of a 9, or a L shape, I guess. So there's a long part with a square spot off of the side of the porch. We decided that's where we're going to put the playground so we can keep the main drag of the yard for like ball playing and soccer playing and stuff like that. So the approximate area we're going to be working in is 60 feet long and 30 feet wide. It's a pretty good sized playground.
Yeah. And you know, this is going to go in stages. We're not going to be able to do it all today. You know, we're going to do phase 1 basically this weekend, and then we'll add some more stuff to it. And once we get all the playground material that we want built and ready, then we'll come back and we'll make a border and we'll put pea gravel down and make it a nice area for them to play.
If you want it to be a, one, a good sized play area, 2, you want it to last. So take your time, do it in stages like we are, and just try not to rush and get it done in a weekend. It's going to take time, a lot of physical labor, and remember to measure twice, cut once.
Really? Are you sure it's not the other way around?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Been there, done that.
So just, make sure that you plan ahead, draw it out on a piece of paper first. Find your general measurements like we did, draw it out on a piece of paper to scale. That way you know how it's going to fit, if it's going to fit, and if you need to adjust it at all. And then go out and measure it in your yard. Mark it with some kind of paint. We like to use the I don't know what it's called, inverted marked paint or parking spot.
We got it at Lowe's. It's a couple of dollars. It's actually with the spray paints, but it's the paint that they use on like soccer fields and stuff like that. So it actually will spray when the can is completely upside down.
Yeah,
it has enough
It
room.
comes out from the top rather than from the side like
Right.
normal paint does.
So we use this. We also we have this foldable rolling measuring tape. It's not 100% accurate, I don't think. As many times as we used it, we also have like a big tape measure spool. But this will give you the general size and dimension that you're going to be using.
There's several different types of this little walking stick measurement thing you can buy. The one that we have has the small wheel on it, so it's more for like concrete or asphalt or something like that has a smooth surface on it. You can get some that have a bigger wheel that are more for things like grass and stuff like that. So it'll get a more accurate measurement. But this one is built for hard, smooth surfaces.
Maybe
so
that's why it's not
always going to be
accurate.
accurate.
Maybe that's why it's not accurate. But I mean, it gets you there. It gets you in the general vicinity. I didn't even know that they made two different kind of wheels for surfaces. So there you go. But I mean, this spray paint, it comes in all colors. We have white, blue, pink, purple, orange, all sorts of colors. White is most efficient on the grass, I think. At least our grass, you can see it.
So we're going to go and we're going to get busy on this and show you all a time lapse of us doing it. So please stick around and watch it, and we'll talk a little bit more after
Or throughout the video.
we work and throughout the video. So
Here we go. Ready to play Builder Bob?
Alright, so first thing was to unload the car. Now, we had all the wood up on our up on the little luggage rack thing, and we have these little forks that go on our bucket on our tractor, and I thought that maybe we could just kind of go in there and just kind of scoop it off, but unfortunately there wasn't just barely enough room not to do that, so we had to put it up there as best we could and then hand unload it onto the forks, which worked out just fine too. So then we simply took the tractor around the house and dumped the wood over the fence so that we could have it over on that side rather than carrying individual pieces. So we got it all figured out exactly where we wanted to put it and started digging the holes, which really was very labor intensive because we have a lot of rocks in our ground. But thankfully we have a rock bar which made it a little bit easier. The first one was really easy because we were able to double use the hole that we had for a tree that didn't quite take. So that one was pretty easy, but the rest of them, as you can see here, was really labor intensive, and we really used that rock bar quite a bit, and thank God we had that rock bar. We had all the kids out there with us helping. Of course, as you can see, they were big helps, especially taking the big rocks out of the holes and throwing them over the fence. But we got the first 4 bars done, and then it was time for the kids to dig a little bit themselves.
So it's their turn to dig and shovel and try to get all the big rocks out of the bottom.
So, the kids were a big help, and they really tried really hard. Doing something like this is very family friendly, I guess you could say. Get your kids involved. Let them help as best they can. Our kids are 3, 5, and 6, and they can't help all that much, but they enjoy trying and doing the best they can, and they were some big help. All right, so we got the holes all done. We got the first couple posts up. Looking back, I probably would have done this a little bit differently. Started on the lower side because it made it a little bit higher than we wanted to. With the slide, it needed to be 5 foot to the bottom of the deck, and we actually ended up being like 5'4", because we started on the upslope side of it at 5 foot. And so that made it where the slide was about 5'4". So we had to kind of adjust it a little bit on the slide when we put it in. But basically what we did is we got one side at 5 foot, made sure it was level, made sure the uprights were level, and then worked our way around, making sure everything was level as we went. And then we went and put the crossbars on there, and that was actually the next day. This here is the second day we were working on it. We actually had to go and get more lumber, and we used our dad's pickup for that, and then brought it back, dumped it on the ground, as you can see, and started working on the structure boards. So we got the joist hangers as well and put them on there. Made it real easy to do. We cut them to length, put them in there, and then screwed them all in. And of course the kids wanted to help as well, and they made themselves a little seesaw thing on the wood and had fun while Daddy was working. So once we got all of the support, the joists in it, we decided that we needed another post in there as well in the center on the side that you can see here. And what that is going to be for is for the swing. So we had to put that in as well before we put the rest of the deck boards on. But I started working on the deck boards, got it up as far as I could, and then it was time to put that centerpiece in. Of course, I had to dig another hole, and here we're actually putting that in. Basically, I dropped the pole in there, got it centered up and down, and then marked on the ground where we needed to dig, dug it out, and then put it in and screwed it in. And then completed the rest of the deck boards, got them all screwed in, and it turned out really nice as well. Now, while I'm doing this, all the little leftover scrap pieces that we had, my wife made a very cute little table / bench, which I'll show you here in just a little bit, the finished product on it. But it's going to be nice for a little work table or a little bench for them to sit on. All right, so now we have the other end of the slide area. We got a hole dug for it. We're putting it upright, making sure it's level vertically, and then attaching it to the main portion of it. And then it's time for cement. Now, when you're doing the cement, especially in holes, you can do it one of two ways. You can either mix it in a wheelbarrow, or you can put a little bit of the concrete mix in the ground, pour water in there and mix it up, and then add some more and mix it up again. And that's what we did in this instance. So we got all the concrete done on the ones that were upright, and let them sit overnight. It turned out really nice. So then it was time to put the handrails on and the support for the lattice. And that is pretty much going to wrap it up for the first weekend of the first part of this video. And as you can see here, basically what I did was I took two 2x4s, measured, put them vertical, make sure they were level, screwed them from the top, screwed them from the bottom through the deck boards, and put little pieces as well on the 4x4s, because we're going to put the lattice on the inside. So we needed something to screw to on the inside of that, or to nail to rather, on the inside of that. So that's what I'm doing here, and this is where we're going to wrap it up for this part of the video. This took about 3 days total. We started on Friday, ended on Sunday. We didn't get a whole lot of work done throughout the weekend. Unfortunately, it wasn't a whole day's worth of work, but we made good progress on this part.
Alright, so that brings us to the end of this part of the video. There was a lot more work than we originally thought there was going to be, due to weather conditions, due to the extensive amount of rocks we have on our ground, just a whole bunch of stuff, logistical issues. So it's taken a little bit longer than we thought, but this is the first part of the video. This series will probably have about 5 videos or so maybe in it. In the next video, we're going to finish out the main playground area. We're going to get the slide on, we're going to get the swing on, the steps, the lattice work, all the major functions of the playground. And then we'll probably have one more video of painting it and stuff like that. We have some other videos coming up on different aspects of the playground as well. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well as click the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. We have videos every Tuesday and Friday. So, like I said, make sure you don't miss those. Tune in for those and hope that you like them. I hope that you like this video and that you will tune in next time as we continue our build on our DIY playground for our kids, thanks to the stay-at-home order for the whole coronavirus thing. So until next time, thank you for watching. Happy DIY and happy parenting.